Alright, so this is my review of the Ausom L2 Max. I couldn't actually find any reviews on the single motor version, which is the motor version that I ended up purchasing, because I didn't think that I needed the dual motor. I figured I'd end up running the dual motor most of the time for what I do in single motor mode anyway. And at the time, I couldn't find a review on the single motor version, and I didn't know that the dual motor could be run in single motor. So I purchased this. It was $200 cheaper than the single motor one, with a 51-mile range and a 31-mile-per-hour top speed claim. I didn't feel like I was losing very much by not having that second motor on the front. And I also, like I said, haven't seen any reviews on the single motor. I found tons of reviews on the dual motor, the L2 Max dual motor version, but not the single motor, which is the version that I ended up purchasing. So just a quick, obviously, once over of it. You have disc brakes on the rear and on the front. I've obviously ridden this one a little bit here. I think I have 39 or 40 miles on it, so not that much, just one battery's worth. The front brakes make noise, and that's kind of just how it works with disc brakes, at least from my understanding. And the scooter itself was pretty dang easy to set up. So I mounted this, you mount this, and it has on the front something really nice here. If you have a phone mount, it has a USB port on the front for your cell phone where it will charge it. Hidden behind this is an AirTag holder, so if it gets stolen or lost, you can track it. On the front here, moving over, I've got the power button here, and when you first power it on, you'll see a blank screen. The screen is nice and bright. They include 3 keys, 2 little keychain keys and one that's a card. You set your key on the screen, it unlocks. Mine is in park mode. I have mine set to 0 start, so I do not have to push it to get it to start, which is what I prefer. You'll also find cool LED running lights along the board that no one can see, but you can, so that's cool. And then your turn signals on the side here. Does not make a noise. They are really easy to accidentally press. That's a very, very easy to bump button. When you turn them on, you get an indicator on the side that is slightly visible from the back. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's ever so slightly visible from the back. And then you push it again to cancel. An electronic horn, which is pretty loud. It definitely makes some noise. And then on this side, you have, instead of a twist throttle or a thumb throttle, you have a finger throttle, which honestly not preferred. But moving over the lights here, you press and hold the light button and you'll get an indicator. It has a pretty dang bright headlight on it, and then a rear light that is also fairly bright. When you press the brake, it gets a little bit brighter and works that way. I'm going to turn my lights off for the sake of this because there's plenty of daylight outside. And we'll put it into race mode here. Now it's worth noting, in sport mode, I go pretty much as fast as I need to go. And I haven't ended up really taking it out of sport mode except for on rare occasions, which is kind of nice to have more power on tap than I feel like I need. Nonetheless, we will hop in race mode and get rolling. I am actually going to turn the headlight on just in case, and we'll hop on the main road. So no problem getting up to speed here. We are at 31 miles an hour, which ironically enough is the speed limit on this road. So we are cooking. No problem getting up there. So this is the, once again, single motor. This button here on the dual motor does something. Like, I think it puts it in dual motor mode and single motor mode. Again, I didn't know that that was the case when I bought this, but nonetheless, we are making the review and we are zooming on this scooter. And we are up at 33 miles an hour on a slight downhill here. It goes fast. It's not a slow scooter by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't feel like I'm holding up traffic when I get on this thing. The acceleration is good. It's got plenty of room on the deck for my feet to go however I want them to, and we're gonna turn signal up here, and we are good. And we're just gonna haul. And then same thing, we're gonna turn right up here into my sweet little area, but I'll hop on the side of the road so I'm not in anyone's way while I wait to turn. Here, and we're good. There it is. So going over here, this is not a smooth terrain by any stretch of the imagination, but again, we have absolutely no problems. Front brake, not actually as good as I'd like it to be, and I'm sure you can hear that squealing. It squeals. It will, however, when you hit that front brake, it'll put you on your face if you're not careful. So starting here, going directly up a hill, as you can tell, this has no shortage of power with the 1000 watt motor. Even the single accelerating up a hill is not a problem, even from a complete and total stop. Going over bumps, this is like the main reason I got this. I wanted something I could take off-road. Going over bumps is a non-issue. I can even jump with this scooter. It is very heavy. I think it's probably around 70 pounds, so it's not a lightweight scooter by any stretch, but it has plenty of power. So going over these, we can get a little bit of air and hop over them, no problem. Not an issue here. Rear brake grips, front brake grips, and like I said, we've got the horn, we've got the turn signals and everything. So we're gonna hop back on the main road and get a top speed run in on our way back. Not that we didn't get a top speed run in on the way here. Now, like I said, I've ridden this for a while here, and I've never gotten it to go really low on the battery still. The battery seems to actually last a super long time, which is super neat. And we'll yield here at this stop sign. And we're good. We're not holding anyone up here, so that's cool. And I'm gonna turn signal because we're going off the road. Here we go. So top speed run, immediately able to get up to 30 miles an hour, which is, again, the speed limit on this road. So we're not holding up traffic by riding it. No one is going to be eating my ass, which is cool. And we are chilling at 34 miles an hour with a claimed top speed of 31 miles an hour. So no problem in race mode getting there, and we are burning battery fast in race mode, but that is okay. Yeah, this is in terms of electric scooters, this is in fact the fastest one that I've ever gotten to ride on, and I really don't feel like I need any more power than this. Going 36 on a slight downhill. This is one where I would recommend wearing a motorcycle helmet or like a downhill mountain biking helmet, something, because if you crash, it's gonna hurt. Now we're going to an uphill, and this one doesn't seem to care that much about hills. It does slow down a little bit, but not a lot. Here we go. We're slowing down to 20 miles an hour as we climb this hill, which sure does take a damper out of our speed there. And that's, again, where the dual motor would just kick ass and the single motor doesn't. But you live and learn, right? Here we go, turning into this area, and this is a road with a 25 mile an hour speed limit, so I can actually go in excess of the speed limit on this road here, which speed of traffic is about 30 or so, so I'm gonna lock it in at about 23, 24, 25, and we'll just make sure we aren't holding up any cars that happen to come behind us. Yeah, this scooter's it's pretty enjoyable to ride. It's a very fun scooter for me. I pumped the tires up to about 38 psi. They feel really grippy both on-road and off-road. I don't seem to have any issues, and braking is really good as well, so no issues there. And we're just going to blast off and blast back, and then I will catch you guys at our range run after it is fully charged.